Hey YouTubers, David here. Just thought I would give you an update. I recently bought a brand new set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires for my Scat Pack Challenger and thought I would do a review on these. I've had these now for about a month. These are 275 40/20s all the way around, and these are on the 20 by 9.5 inch wheels from a Hellcat. So I'll give you a nice little look at these wheels here and the tires. So these are this is the first time I bought these tires. I'm typically a Pirelli guy. Most of the tires I bought were Pirelli P0s on most of my other cars, including this one. And usually, like on my classic cars, I usually put BF Goodrich or something like that. But first time buying these Pilot Sport 4S's. And I think they're obviously a fantastic tire. I can't say enough about them. They're great. They're a great tire. How do they compare with the Pirelli P0s? You know, it's pretty close. You know, it really is pretty close. These tires have excellent traction. They grab. I'd say the traction is about the same as the Pirelli, maybe a little bit better than the Pirelli P0s, slightly. You can feel it when you step on the gas, and it really grabs. Of course, the P0s would grab too, but this is really, it's a really, how could I explain it? A really hard grab. So I think traction-wise, you know, these and the Pirelli P0 is very close. These probably have a little bit of an edge, especially since they're the 4S's summer tires and not just the all seasons. Originally, I was going to get the all seasons and couldn't find a set, and only these were available at the time. And I figured, why not? Let me try these tires. I was a little bit concerned about, well, not a whole lot concerned, because I live in the South. It's kind of a warm climate down here, so I'm not worried about, you know, having summer tires in the winter so much. I can tell that under really cold temperatures, when it gets down to the 20s, that you can feel the tires get really hard when the ride gets a lot harsher. I can feel that, whereas I don't remember feeling that on the Pirelli P0 so much. Of course, again, those were typically, in most cases, all seasons, and these, you know, are summer tires. But I think that if you live in the South, you can probably get away with, you know, having these kind of tires, these summer tires, all year round. You know, obviously they're no good in the snow, but the car itself is no good in the snow. Even if you have an RT Hemi 5.7, my old 5.7 Charger was useless in any kind of snow or any kind of icy or sleety weather, regardless of how good the tires are that are on it. These cars are just too powerful to drive in that kind of weather. But my big concern there was rain. So I really wanted to make sure I had good rain performance, good wet traction. And I'd say, yes, it certainly does. These are, you know, very good in the rain. Of course, I don't drive this car in the rain too much, but I have a couple times. And yeah, I'd say it has very good wet traction. I don't think you'll be disappointed there. The biggest difference, I think, is visual, because the Pirellis tend to be kind of a, I don't want to use the word low profile, because they're all kind of low profile. You know, they're the same size, 275 40/20s, but for some reason these Michelins look a little bit more meaty than the Pirellis. The Pirellis seem to have kind of a slim appearance on the outside. You know, they just, especially like right around here, you know, the same size Pirelli P0s, in my experience, don't seem to be as meaty as these in appearance. And I think, I don't know, I'm thinking that might have a bit of an effect when you're going around corners pretty tight. But, you know, I haven't really tested them back to back to really be able to say for sure there's a big difference in that way or not. It just seems like that might be the case. But they do look a little meaty to me. The Mickey Thompsons also looked a little bit meatier to me than like the Pirellis. So yeah, very good tire. It rides well. It does not ride rough unless it's very cold. And if you get down into the 20s, I can feel that the ride is significantly harsher. No, you know, significant road noise or anything that I can tell any different than Pirelli P Zeros. You know, nothing like that. Good riding, good driving tire. I think, you know, if you live in the South, you can have a set of these all year long. You know, again, I wouldn't get out in the snow in it or get out in the ice in it, but I wouldn't do that anyway, regardless with this kind of car. Pirelli P0, no, excuse me, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Really great tire. They're not cheap. Yeah, they're very expensive, over 400 bucks a tire. Mounted and balanced, and it'll run you, you know, bumping 1,800 bucks. You throw in four-wheel alignment, which I had to do at the time because I needed it. Yeah, you're bumping $1,900, so it's not cheap at all. And I'm not sure how long they're going to last, but I'm going to try and make these last. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to burn rubber. Well, I like to burn rubber, but I don't like to burn them to pieces in the parking lot and burn rubber on the street. But I want to save that performance and traction for when it matters. So I'll give you an update in a few months and let you know, if I still think they're a good value for the price. They're obviously, you know, a very well-performing tire. They're probably the #1 or #2 rated tire for this application. Pirellis are very close as well. I've had mostly Pirellis. Never had any problems with Pirellis, except maybe a lot of punctures. Not a lot of punctures, but I've had a few. So we'll see how these go as far as being, you know, if they're prone to flats. Usually I almost always have to have 1 or 2 of my tires plugged before they wear out. So we'll see how this goes. All right. If you have any comments or questions, shout out to me. Let me know. Please like or subscribe. And if there's anything else, any other kind of content you want to see, please let me know. And I'll catch you later.